Okay, okie dokie. Okay, today I'm gonna be talking about another Super Mario Tarot card, because this is like literally the only drawing project I've had for months. And yeah, I'm gonna be just talking about it. I actually talk about the card and what I went into making it this time. I also talk a little bit about tarot too, so keep watching if you want to see that. So this is another drawing video, and well, Super Paper Mario is just one of those games where if you played it as a young person, but not really too young, you likely went through some kind of fundamental change to your brain. Like, not in a scientific way, like in a... like, you know when, like, it's like a worm and it gets into your brain and changes the way you think. Like, it's one of those media. I'm not really explaining it that well, but this is Merlin from Super Paper Mario. He's kind of like the guy who guides Mario and friends on their quest to prevent the end of all worlds. Which does not sound like a normal Mario plot, I know. But Super Paper Mario is not a normal Mario game. It's really like this kind of like epic love story. But it doesn't just cover romantic love. Each chapter represents a different kind of love. And there's entire video essays on that and like how awesome that is, which I can't really put into words. I've got like, or at least not right now. I bet I could write a video essay on Super Paper Mario if I wanted to. I don't particularly want to right now. Yeah, so this is Merlin, and I'm gonna be drawing him with a bunch of the pixels that are like Mario's power-ups in this game. I don't feel like remembering which ones I drew him with, especially because they're not on screen right now. But this card is the Hierophant. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, it's like a card. It's often called the Pope in other decks. And it's just a card that shows like a religious leader on it. And like, the messaging behind the card is like often like, you need to seek mentorship or you're being a little bit too stuck in your ways. It's like maybe you're being too stuck in your ways like the religious leader might be. But then, oh, I'm just gonna stop trying to explain this. This is getting weird and boring. But anyways, the Mario Tarot project is basically done now. All I'm doing now is like making a little booklet to go with them. And that's gonna be pretty awesome to have. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, now it opened. Okay, so like, my description for the Hierophant, which I've actually written in the booklet, I have almost all of them done but 4, is like, okay, so you're probably wondering who this is. This is Merlin from Super Paper Mario looking over the divine book of the ancients, the light prognostics, with the help of some pixels which were new to Super Paper Mario. Merlin has always been at least of minor support in the previous Paper Mario games, but in Super Paper Mario he takes the lead as your main guide in stopping the end of all universes from coming to be with the light prognostics to inform him on what steps Mario's and the other heroes needed to take next. I don't have a place to summarize more here, but if you have a Wii, I highly recommend checking out Super Paper Mario. So that's kind of like my explanation right there. I'll put it on screen as I read it, I guess, like when I edit the video, yeah. So right now I'm drawing the pixels. The one being colored in right now is like the hammer. I don't remember what chapter you get him in. But the one that's shaped like a hand you get like almost right away, I remember. And he lets you throw things. I think his name is literally just pronounced throw. My brain is like everywhere today, but I really just want to get this video out. So it's spring break. It's actually been a few months since school started. I think last time I said it's been a few months since school started, it only had been like 3 weeks. It just felt like months. Like, gosh. Okay, so like I had to pause because my cat came in and re-record like a chunk of the video. So like other things that have been going on in my life is like been playing lots of Animal Crossing. Been working on concept art for my comic book that I'm trying to make. And maybe today isn't the best day to be recording this video, but I'm gonna be doing some commission work for, yeah, I won't have time to like any other time over spring break probably to do this video. Cause I'm gonna be doing commission work, right kitty? Yeah, my kitty's right next to me. I'm gonna be doing it over spring break a little bit. I think I've said that a few times. Yeah. But I guess life's just been really busy lately. Oh, the cat's still distracting me. I tried to re-record the spot, but the cat's still distracting me. She's so cute. I'll put a picture of her up on screen. Not what she's doing right now though, because she's being very naughty. Yeah. It's finally warm out, and that's been motivating me to work on art more. It's so nice. 1 second. I don't remember anything about the process that went into drawing this. I remembered it was enjoyable, but it's like not as fun as some of my other drawings. Like, I think Strength, which was Mario and Yoshi, I'll put that up on screen, was the most fun I had drawing in one of these. That one was really nice. It was like Mario and Yoshi going to fight the castle of evil Bowser. It was like very based on Super Mario World. That was really fun. Another fun one was The Fool, which was Luigi. I'll put that up on screen. And like, I just played with different effects and it was really satisfying. Like the end result's really satisfying, and it like printed really nicely too somehow, even though I put like lots of static on the screen and did some like overlays that those don't usually show up nicely when you print it. And I guess Bowser was surprisingly fun to draw too. He was the Emperor. And I wasn't very confident going into drawing Bowser, but like it all worked out, and it's like one of my best drawings in there, I think, besides maybe Strength. Of course, Bowser gets up by Mario and Yoshi, or one-upped. The cat is still very distracting, but something I want to ask the chat, cause like, if you're watching me at this point, you're probably fairly interested in like Magpie, or like in tarot. Well, the Magpie thing is what I was gonna bring up next, but like, has anyone heard of like Magpie decks? Like they're tarot decks or oracle decks just made from random cards you find. And, like, they don't even have to be tarot cards or oracle cards. Like, I have mine right next to me. Let's pull one out. Oh, this is an actual tarot card. Ace of Wands. I think that's actual tarot card too. I have quite a few that I traded for. But, I put some of my Mario cards in it, and like, oh yeah, I have like, I'll put a picture of it up on screen, but I have like this 4-leaf clover that or 5-leaf clover, and I taped it to a card because it had been dried out and laminated the card. And that's in my Magpie deck, so it's really anything you want it to be. I'm trying to get like 78 cards before I dedicate myself to using it. I think I have a card with like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z on it in here. Let's see if I can find him or pull him. It's not wanting to pull though. Yeah. Now that I'm like talking about like this Magpie deck. Oh, I found Frieza. Like, now that I'm talking about this whole deck thing, it's like a lot easier to talk. I guess it's a special interest now. And then there's some cards, like the person who printed them for me didn't laminate them yet. So I'm gonna laminate them like cold press. That was nice. And I feel like I'm just gonna have like a lot of fun getting into this little hobby. I guess one question I have now for the chat, which I know I don't have a very active viewership, but it's fun to ask anyways, is like, what's your birth tarot card? Like, you don't have to give away your birthday. Just say, cause like it won't give away your birthday to say what it is. What they are, I mean. But like, what are your birth tarot cards? Mine is, I believe it's the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. And I think that's pretty neat. It's like really cool to learn about that kind of thing, like, because I feel like those cards really match me. And I'm not necessarily a believer in magic or anything. It's just like, I'm more of a believer in like the introspection part of things. Like, I believe tarot cards were like created by like an artistic genius and like a philosopher, which they were. So like, of course that's gonna have like some merit, like two great minds coming together to create these things. Like the base for what we know now is like tarot stuff. So that was just, oh yeah, I'm almost out of time, wow. I went on a roll after I got talking about like my experience with cards and tarot. Oh yeah, you could put a Yu-Gi-Oh card or a Pokemon card on a Magpie deck and no one would stop you. There's no one stopping you from drawing Cinchino. Oh wait, it stopped. But there's nothing to stop you. Nothing to stop you from putting Pokemon or it's Blue Eyes the White Dragon, right? Yeah. Bye. There's nothing to stop you from putting a Yu-Gi-Oh card in your tarot deck, or Magpie tarot deck. Nothing to stop you from putting Pokemons in it. Nothing to stop you from putting Frieza himself in it.